The Tyranids, insatiable alien organisms from the deep void, have slaughtered their way across the planet known to the Imperium as Balaksha 5. As the final stages of the invasion come to a close, the planet finds itself some unlikely saviours. The Aeldari of Craftworld Ulthwé descend upon the battlefield from glimmering webway portals opened up by their powerful Farseers. As fearsome alien beast meets ancient and proud warriors of the temple shrines, only one thing is for certain, that there is only war in the grimdark universe of Warhammer 40,000. And so today we are going to play one of the White Dwarf bunker missions. This is from the December 2023 issue of White Dwarf, and it's called Long Held Enmity. The mission special rule is Bitter Rivals. At the start of each battle round, each player notes down in secret how many enemy units they wager they will destroy that battle round to a minimum of 1, and then simultaneously reveal the number to their opponent. For the purposes of this rule, vehicle and monster units count as 2, while Titanic units destroyed count as 4. Now, the mission objective, first of all, the progress objective, more than empty words. At the start of each battle round for each player, if units from their army destroyed at least as many enemy units as they said they would, then you'll score 5 VP, and in addition, if you wagered more than your opponent and you destroy as many units as you said you would, you will score an additional 10 VP. A second progressive objective, a battle to fight, scores you points based on controlling objectives at the end of each of your command phases from the second battle round onwards, and this will be the ability to control either 1 or more or 2 or more, and you'll score 5 VP for each of the following conditions that you meet. Today's Warhammer 40,000 battle report is going to be a battle of the Lukes. Now, to start with, first of all, we have Luke M, who's come onto the channel and brought his Tyranid army that he has just finished painting up. Now, he's going to be playing in the Endless Multitude detachment, and he's going to start with a Neuro Tyrant in his force. Next up, we have a unit of 11 Neuro Gaunts, and then we have 2 units of 5 Barb Gaunts as well. 2 units of 20 Hormagaunts will follow this, and 2 units of 20 Termagants as well. Lastly, to round out the force and give them some decent long-range damage dealing potential, we have 2 units of 3 Zoanthropes. And so then we have my force of the Aeldari today. I have the force that is going to be led by none other than my favourite Aeldari character, Eldrad Ulthuan. I've then got a Farseer as well with a Singing Spear. And then we have a Warlock as well to round out my characters. For the units on the tabletop, we have 2 units of Dire Avengers. One of them is going to be 10 strong. This is going to have the unit's Exarch with the Twin Avenger Shuriken Catapults. And then we have a unit of 5 Dire Avengers where the Exarch will have the Dire Sword. Now we then also have a unit of 10 Warp Spiders and a unit of 3 Shroud Runners as well as some nice jet bike support. Lastly, we have 2 Wave Serpents in the force as well. One of them is going to have the Twin Bright Lance, and one of them is going to have a Twin Star Cannon. Both of them will have the upgrades of the Shuriken Cannon underneath as well. Alright, so forces are deployed for the Aeldari. We have a Wave Serpent here. This has Eldrad and the unit of 10 Dire Avengers. Then we have the unit of 5 Dire Avengers and the Warlock there. We've also got the Farseer just hanging out. We've also got the Shroud Runners down on the table, and other than that, we have the unit of Warp Spiders in reserve. So, you know, there's like 4 units of Eldar on the table to begin with. Meanwhile, the Tyranids. Gaunts, 4 days, Hormagaunts, just some Barb Gaunts. We have the Zoanthropes, Termagaunts, more Zoanthropes, more Termagaunts, Neurogaunts, and the Neuro Tyrant at the back there. Nothing in strategic reserve for them. I've got to roll my fate dice for the Eldar, and then we'll get into the roll for the first turn. Alright, so fate dice, I've got 15 of them, thanks to having Eldrad in the force. That is a decent amount of 6s to begin with. Today's video is sponsored by Gap Games, a fantastic miniature wargaming store in Queensland, Australia. They stock a wide variety of miniature wargames from all things Games Workshop to some of my personal favourites, Conquest, The Last Argument of Kings, and all things Modifius wargames as well. Use our affiliate code in the link below to help support both this fantastic store and the channel as well. Alright, so we have first turn roll off to go. So this will be for the Aeldari. I got a 3 for the Tyranids. They got a 1. So the Aeldari are going to have the first turn. Alrighty, so we have to bid now the amount of enemy units we're going to destroy this turn. Now, if we successfully get this, we'll get the first 5 VP. However, if we successfully get the number and outbid our opponent on it, we will get an extra 10 on top. So the bid is in. I've gone for 2. You've gone for 2. So no one is going to get more this round. We can still get the 5 VP. Alrighty, so start of the game, I did my scout move with the Shroud Runners. So we are going to go into Aeldari turn 1. I'll gain a command point for the round, as will the Tyranids. So to begin with, in my hero phase, I do have Fortune with the Farsi here. He's going to declare it on the Wave Serpent, so on a 2+. He gets it, so the Wave Serpent will now be -1 to wound. And with that, that'll be the end of my hero phase, so we'll go into movement. Alrighty, so we are done with movement for the round. For the Aeldari, just moved up everything ever so slightly, and now we're going to start shooting. Right, so we're going to start. Wave Serpent here is going to go into the zone throws. We'll start with the Twin Bright Lance. This will be hitting on a 3+. Hits. And that'll be wounding at strength 12 on a 2+. Re-rolling because twin links. Nope, that wounds. It'll be AP -3, so that will be your invuln on the zone throw. So 4+ save, please. Nope, that'll be D6 +1 +2 damage. And then we have its Shuriken Cannon as well, so these will be hitting on 3s. I can re-roll one of them for free. Those 2 hits. And strength 6, so wounding on 3s. Both wounds. So AP -1, which will take you to your 4-up invuln again. They are 2 damage apiece. And then the second Wave Serpent will shoot at that zone throw as well. So we are shooting Shuriken Catapult, hitting on 3s. Not going to choose to re-roll any of those. We're then going to go with Star Cannon on the weapon as well. So Twin Star Cannon is 4 shots. These are hitting on 3s. Re-roll 1 hit. All hit. And then strength 8, so 3s. They will all wound, so -3 each. So it goes to your 4-up invuln. These are 2 damage apiece. Got it. And so Shroud Runners are going to go into the Barb Gaunts there. We will have the Ranger Long Rifles to begin with. They are hitting on 3s. I'll re-roll one of them. All hit. And then they are strength 4, so T5, so they're needing 5s. That'll be 1, and I'll re-roll a wound roll for 2. These are AP -1. 2 are AP -1, so damage 2 apiece.
4-up save, so they got down to 5.
1 will go kaput. And then the Scatter Lasers, 6 shots a piece, so these are hitting on 3s. And then 4-ups, strength 5 with Scatter Lasers. Oop, rolled 1 off the table. There'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 saves at no negs to make. So 4-up saves on these. Fail lots of them, please. That's not lots. 1 more goes down, and a wound on another. So, yeah, end of the Aeldari turn. I didn't get my 2 kills yet, but it doesn't matter. I still have your turn to try and kill another unit off somehow. Somehow being the key prerogative word in that. The Tyranids will go into their command phase. We'll gain a command point during that. Both of us. And if you have your little nodes to deploy there with the dude. And so your Neuro Tyrant is going to put one of his little nodes on the Barb Gaunts there, and then on the unit of Hormagaunts directly beside them. Other than that, nothing else to do, because you now don't have Battle Shock to take, because you're immune to Battle Shock now. No? Oh, no. So no Battle Shock to take, because you're not below half strength on anyone. So we go into Tyranid movement, turn 1. And so, end of the movement phase, the Tyranid Horde moves up across the table with some massive run rolls. You did spend a CP over here on the Hormigaunt unit here to make them auto-run a 6-inch with their advance. So, other than that, you've run the Barb Gaunts up there. Everything's moved up. You've had a bunch of runs across the table. I'm spending a CP at the end of your movement phase for Phantasm on the Shroud Runner jet bikes. And so, yep, I did my Phantasm move with the Shroud Runners. So, we'll go into Tyranid's shooting phase. Alright, so Warp Lancers coming from the Zone Thropes into the Wave Serpent in the center there. So, hitting on 3s. One miss, one lethal hit. And so, doing a CP reroll will hit. So, 2 hits and a lethal. You are now normally forced to wound. Nope. So 1 goes through, and I will auto pass that on a 6. And so I'm just going to declare on your 1 that got through to auto pass with a fake dice. Actually, so next you're going to go with your Suck Extreme with the Neuro Tyrant into the Wave Serpent. So 2d6, 11 hits. So wounding on 6s. With 2. And so, 2 of these, AP -3, 5 up Invon on them. Nope, fail both. The Barb Gaunts going into the Wave Serpent as well, 5d6 shots. So, hitting on 4s because you did move with the unit. And so, 6s to wound. Nothing. And so, your Flesh Boar is now 20 of these going in, hitting on 4s. And so, 6s again to wound with them. Can you get some this time? You do. There's 2. I don't think that's going to be a 6. 2. No AP, so these will be 3 pluses and ting ting. Alrighty, so that is the Tyranid shooting done. You did 4 wounds to the Wave Serpent there. So, we are going to go with some assaults. Who are you declaring your assault with first?
We're going to start with this unit. We've pre-measured, so we know that they need 9 inches.
9 inches, alright. Let's see what we get. That is 7, not enough. We don't have any CP to spend on that.
Nope.
So the other unit?
Only needs a 5.
5. Famous last words. Oh, I saw the 3 first and got excited. So the Hormagaunts make it in like so. You're also going to charge the unit of Termagaunts out there because they're one of the few units that didn't advance for the turn. So they get in on the 1 dice. They got 8. Alright, so they make it in as well. I think I'm surrounded by Tyranids, so, yeah, you get to go. You can go with both your units, because I'm pretty confident I'm not going to spend a CP to interrupt you. Alrighty, so I'm going to spend a CP for Lightning Reflexes. So yeah, Lightning Reflexes on that. That means you'll be hitting on 5s now, and you're going to be wounding on 6s. So, go with your Hormagaunts. 5s to hit. This is the first of your lot of attacks. So 12 hits from the first half of them. Next lot, 5s again. This is still the hit rolls, by the way. And then you are needing 6s to wound.
Not a single
Not a single one on 22 dice.
Correct.
Wow. And so then 13 Termagaunts are in range, so they need 5s. And then you'll be needing 6s to wounds. Nothing. Eldar still can't get better than that, apparently. So the Wave Serpent might as well attack back, I guess, into the Hormagaunts. 4s to hit. Hey, they all hit. And strength 6, so 2s to wound. I can re-roll one of them. So that'll be 2 wounds, no AP, damage 1 in the Hormagaunts. Watch me beat Hormagaunts in a combat. And I do. So if this was Warhammer Fantasy, I'm going to make you take a break test and run you down. Alright, so top of Eldar, turn 2. We're both going to gain a CP. I am going to have to put Fortune this round on the Shroud Runners. So they're going to go get -1 to win because I have to see what I'm using it on. So on a 2+. No, I don't, but I'm Eldar, so I suffer no ill effects. And we do have to do the bet as well at the top of the round. So reveal, I've gone for 2, you've gone for 2. We're both not getting greedy in this.
We're not betting, man.
So after I move my Wave Serpent here, you're now going to go with Skulking Horrors into the Termagants there. So you get a D6 move for 3. And so, end of movement, you have the Wave Serpent with its troops jump out on this flank. You also did get your Skulking Horrors move with both units of Termagants. The Wave Serpent over here disgorges the Dire Avengers and Warlock. We've had the units move at the back, and we've also had the Warp Spiders come in from Deep Strike. So, it is time for some shooting. So, Farsi is going to start my shooting phase off. He's going to go into the Hormagaunts. He's going to use Eldritch Blast. So D6 blast weapon for 5. And so with 20 models in the unit, that'll be 9 shots. We'll hit on 3s. I can re-roll a hit. So pull by 1. Then we are strength 6. So 2s to wound. And don't need a re-roll. These are all AP -2. So 6 die due to the cover, and then 2 6-up saves. No, so 2 more gone. Alright, so Warp Spiders, only 3 of them are now in range of the Hormagaunts. The rest, including the Exarch, who has 2 of the Death Spinners, will go into the Barbgaunts. So they are D6 shots with Torrent each. So the first 3 into the Hormagaunts will net me 12 shots. So in 3s against the Hormagaunts with Devastating Wounds. Reroll a wound for the unit. So that will be 2 fails, 1 devastating wound, and that should be 9 saves. Take your base save. Alright, 1 removed, 9 more saves, adding 4 up thanks to cover. Another 5 go. And so these are into the Barbgaunts. Then we have 8 shots, sorry, because we have a dual wielding Exarch. So it'll be 10, 24, 25, 26, 27 shots. So I do need 5 to win the Barbgaunts, but devastating wounds. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 devastating wounds. And so 1 wound left after the devastating wounds, 7 saves, 3 up thanks to cover. No, he goes down. Dire Avengers here, and they're going to shoot the Hormagaunts as well. So they have 3 shots apiece, although one of them can't see, standing directly behind the pylon. They are going to hit on 3s. Can re-roll a hit for the unit. Strength 4 will mean 3s. Can re-roll a wound for the unit. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 saves. Unit make. -1. So 5 up saves thanks to cover. 5 more go down.
There's only 5 there. Oh wait, no, that's a lie. There's 1 left.
1 left. And so just because we need to kill units, the Wave Serpent's going to shoot at that little guy as well.
He doesn't get covered for the air turn.
Bright Lance hits, and then a 2 up to wound. Wounds, it's D6 plus 2 damage with -4. He goes down. Shroud Runners are going to shoot the Hormagaunts here, so the snipers on 3s. I can reroll a hit roll. Nope. And wound doesn't wound. I'll reroll a wound roll because I endure 1. Nope. And then the scatter lasers into the Hormagaunts, so 3s. And strength 4 will mean 3s to wound on the Hormagaunts. Okay, all of them. No AP on these, so these will be your 5 up saves. And so, Dire Avengers here are going to shoot into the Termagants. We are hitting on 3s with lethal hits. And wounding on 3s. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 all up. So 14 6-up saves on them. Just one, 13 go down. So I've just shot. You now need to do your surge move for the Endless Multitude units. This is a D6 move. You have to go towards the unit that shot you. So you need a 3 to make it into combat. You get a 5. So they do tie up my Dire Avengers. Eldred though can still shoot. He's in range of a Termagant, so I'm going to try and frazzle its brain. Hits. Strength 5 does not wound on a 2. I can re-roll it. Wounds. AP minus 2. D6 damage. Fries a
6 up. So for being in the
6 up in one? No. Blow its brain up. So the wave 7 there is actually within 24 of the Hormigons, so we're going to go into them. I'm going to start with my Shuriken Catapult. This is hitting on 3s. All hits. And wounding on 2s because strength 6. All wounds, AP minus 2, damage 2 apiece.
That's enough to do too.
And then the Twin Star Cannon, hitting on 3s. I can re-roll one of them because I haven't used a re-roll yet. And wounding on 2s because strength 8. I can use my re-roll to wound. Nope. 1, and he goes to splat as well, AP minus 3. So 7 gaunts now. We're going to the assault phase. No one actually charged over in that combat, so which means you get first strike. So you'll be hitting on 4s. 3 hits. Wounding on 4s, because I am only T3, I'm toughness elf. Hey, 3 wounds. So I'm going to spend a 4 and auto pass one of those saves with my fate dice, and then I've got 2 4-up saves. No, failed both. So 8 dudes just attacking with their melee attacks. 3s to hit. And then we are 4s to wound. So that'll just be 5. No AP.
5 up saves.
So 5 up saves.
Save 1.
4 more go down. So both tick up a CP for the turn. I think that ticks us both up to 2. And battle shocks. You got, first of all, you do place your Neurotyrants things first. So you've placed it on the 2 Gaunt units in the center. You do have to take battle shock on the unit of Gaunts then. So
They're fine.
they're fine. Wow, that is cool. So with that,
I'm take battle shot.
oh yeah, you do have to take Hormigaunt's battle shock, but it's on 3d6 now. Roll low for me. Nope, they're fine. And the Termagants don't have to worry. And everything else was removed. So go into your turn's movement for turn 2. Alrighty, so the Tyranid movement, you've disengaged with your unit of Termagants there, moved the Hormigants and Termagants, and effectively coming over to this side of the board with your Gaunt units. Your Zone Throat joined the Neurotyrant over there, and you've just sort of shuffled around the Neurogants at the back of the table. Shooting phase is going to start. You're starting with the Barbagants, have declared into the Dire Avengers. With this, I'm going to declare lightning reflexes for -1 to hit. And so the Barbagants 5d6 plus 5 shots thanks to blast. Ugh. Oh, that's not too bad. It looked worse to begin with. So needing 5s to hit now, because you did move. So strength, either way, I know you're not strength 3, it's at least 4 or 5, so it's 3. No, it's not 4. So 3 up save thanks to the cover the forest is providing, and failed 2. Then the Termagants shooting in, they'll need 5s to hit as well, because lightning reflexes last for the phase. Strength 5, so still 3s regardless, T3. 4 again. Consistent. So 3 up saves on these. I'll be fine on that. So the Zone Threats there are going to Warp Blast the Dire Avengers. So number of shots.
It's 1.
So 9.
Needing 3s.
Need 3s to hit.
Strength 7.
So 2s to wound. So 4 wounds. And so I'm going to have 5 up invons on the Dire Avengers, of which I passed 3. And then the Neurotyrant is going to Psychic Scream them. 2d6. For 6.
3s.
3s to wound. So it'll be 5 wounds.
5 up saves again.
Yep, 5 ups. You know what? We're going to spend 1 5 and auto pass 1. So this will be 4 5 up saves, and I pass another 2. 2 more go down. Alrighty, so you're going to attempt the charge with the Termagants first of all. Instead, so you need an 8 with them to get in. No. No rerolls on that. No. I'm trying to bait you out of a CB there. Nice. Now the Hormagaunt's going to try. I think you need a 4.
Yes.
Yep. So double 1s, please.
You're not going to Overwatch.
Oh yeah, I'll Overwatch. And so, Dire Avengers, we are going to be overwatching the Hormagaunts. We hit on 4s on Overwatch. And we are lethal hits as well. And we will be 3s to wound now, because strength 4. I'll auto wound one of them. So, 3s. Another 3, so that'll be 7, please. 6 up saves, you need to pass 1, which you do. 1 Hormagaunt makes it in. So the 1 Hormagaunt still needs to make his charge, and he at least gets in. So 1 Hormagaunt, you've got 3 attacks. Hitting on 4s. 2. Winning on 4s. HT3, strength 3. Yep, so just 1.
AP minus 1.
AP minus 1, so this will go to my 5 up. No, 1 dies. And so the tank is unfortunately over 3 inch away. I'm out losing the objective anyway, so I'm just going to pile in all 6 of my Dire Avengers and kill this Hormagaunt. So we are 3s to hit. I'm going to reroll one of my hits. Not that it mattered. And then 4s to wound. Reroll 1 wound. No, 3 saves to make on your Hormagaunt.
Any AP?
No.
5s.
No. You get squished. So immediately after I do kill your unit, you are going to spend some CP on your Endless Multitude. That is going to allow you to put that unit immediately back into strategic reserve. Today's game is played on the fantastic battle mats from our longtime supporters, Mithras Games. Top quality battle mats from New Zealand that have a variety of different designs that can suit almost any battlefield you could imagine. Alright, so you're unleashing the Shadow and the Warp this round. I need to take battle shock tests for every unit on the table. Most importantly though, those Dire Avengers there. So I need a 7+. They pass. Go around the board now doing the rest of these.
Yep.
So we'll go the Wave Serpent. Passes. The Warlock there has to test as well. He fails. The Warp Spiders fail. That's fine. Shroud Runners definitely fail. Farseer passes. The Dire Avengers on the far flank of the table there pass. Eldrag passes. And lastly, the Wave Serpent fails. And so after that, it comes to my actual Battle Shock phase. I'm going to spend a CP to auto pass on those Dire Avengers, which will net me the 5 points for that objective. Alright, so we're going to bid for how many units we think we can destroy in this round. So, let's see. Go. I've gone 2. You've gone 6. You did it so I can't get away in points, essentially.
Exactly.
You probably give up the points yourself, but it means I'm not going to score that extra 5, which would probably seal the game. So, movement pretty much done. I am going to do a flicker jump with the Warp Spider, so I roll a dice. They're fine. Alright.
Scuttling Horror. Skulking Horror.
Skulking Horror. So let's see what you get. 4. Alrighty, so after that, Skulking Horror, you did move, however, you didn't get quite far enough, so the Warp Spiders are mostly still in range. They're going to be the unit that shoots first. So one of them has to shoot into your gaunts there, and the rest have to shoot into, well, are going to shoot into them. So we'll do the 1d6 that goes over into those gaunts there. 1. And wounds. So a 4 up save on the gaunt. Saved. And so then 9 Warp Spiders. Going is 10, 20, what is that? 38. And so 38 of these, they are wounding on 3s. devastating wounds as well. And I can reroll one of them. And I'll reroll that one because it's cocked as well. So 7 go down from devastating wounds, and then 26 other saves. Shroud Runners are going to go into those barb gaunts. The one dude leading the pack we can see. So snipers hitting on 3s. Reroll the hit. Nope. And wounding on 5s. Reroll the wounds. Nope. AP -1, damage 2 with that.
4 up save. He's fine.
Fine. And then we've got the scatter lasers. And then the scatter lasers, 3s. Oh, mine rolled off the table. And strength 5, T5, so 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No AP. 6.
3 up.
Yep.
Cover. 1 dies.
1 dies.
Specifically the one who started.
So the Farseer is going to suit the Barb Gaunts as well. He gets D6 shots for 3. These will hit on 3s. Reroll 1 hit for the unit. I'll go through. And strength 8. Strength 6, sorry. And so it's 3s to wound because strength 6. I can reroll the one of them. So 3. Yep, 3 AP -2.
5 ups.
2 fail. These are D3 damage apiece. So the first one kills one. And a wasted wound. Second one kills another and another wasted wound. So I should have only done damage for one of them. So one dies. And one lives. Farseer only kills one. Eldari's going to Mind War a Termagant there. Hits. Fails to wound. Wait, I can reroll the wound, so, and he does. That's AP -2. And I'm in the forest as well, so just kill one. Dire Avengers will then go into those gaunts. So we are 3s with lethal hits. So I've got 4 through already. Do you want to make 4 saves on them before I bother rolling the rest of the dice?
I think so. 5 ups.
And -1, so yeah. No.
6 ups.
Cool. Wave Serpent is in range of those Barb Gaunts, so we're going to go into that. So, Shuriken Catapult. Hitting on 3s, reroll a hit. Nope. Wounding on 3s, because strength 6. Can reroll a wound. Nope. AP -2, damage 2 on the Barb Gaunt.
6 up save.
Yeah. Nope, one dead. Then the Star Cannons are going to go. I'm going to auto hit with one on a 3. And then we will roll the others to hit. We'll get 3 hits altogether. And strength 8, so 3s to wound. 2 wounds. Negative. And so that'll take the Barb Gaunts down. Last thing I've got then. This Wave Serpent is going to go into your Neurotyrant. So the Wave Serpent into the Neurotyrant, strength 12. Oh, actually, is that 2 to wound? What's his toughness?
8.
So it's a 3 to wound, which I get. AP -3, so this will be your Invon on the Neurotyrant. 1 Invon on him? No, so it'll be D6 +2. So 5. So Shuriken Cannon into him, hitting on 3s. That is sustained. And wounding on toughness, what do we say? 8? Yeah. So 5s to wound. Can reroll 1. Nope, just 1. AP -2, damage 2. Taking over 2. And so we have the Tyranid turn underway for turn 3. You've had to move up your units into the centre of the table. Effectively, you're on one final play for the round. Otherwise, going to be just your Hormagaunts coming on up the top of the table there, and then we'll go into some stuff after all this movement. So end of movement, I actually moved the Wave Serpent up there like so. The reason for this is now it makes you a 12-inch charge on the Warlock. You've got your shooting here with these guys, so we'll go that first in your shooting phase. So Zoanthropes, they have D3 +6 shots. So that is 6 plus 6, 12 shots. Hitting on 3s. Strength 7, so 2s to wound. That's all of them. So these will be 5 up invulns. Pass 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so the Neuro Tyrant also shooting at them 2d6 shots. 5.
Auto hit.
Yep, so 3s to wound. 3.
Using 5s.
I will auto pass 1 on a 5, meaning I only have to roll 2. No, fail. So now it really all depends. Do you get 2 of the hormones? I mean, you'll fail, but you could charge the.
I'll use the CP and I'll fail this one.
No. And the double 6. No. And with that, we'll go into Aeldar turn. I'm going to score the points, so I'm going to get
Another 10 points to make it 25.
Yep.
To my.
And so with that, we are going to call it, because the big problem here is because your Hormigons aren't actually on an objective yet, I can sort of just let that objective go and remove your points here, which is vastly more devastating than me actually gaining more points. And I don't even need to do too much here. I'll just move in and start shooting, or even just stand on it with the amount of bodies I've got.